Aquarius, often hailed as the most innovative, open-minded, and forward-thinking zodiac sign, also holds its fair share of bizarre, negative, and unknown personality traits. While many associate Aquarius with freedom, intelligence, and an out-of-the-box mindset, there's a side to this air sign that rarely gets exposed. Aquarians may seem cool and detached on the surface, but delve deeper, and you'll find a labyrinth of contradictions, rebellion, and eccentric behavior that can leave even the closest friends scratching their heads. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of revolution, eccentricity, and unpredictability. This explains why they often seem so alien in their thought processes and behavior. Aquarians are not your average individualists. They live life on their own terms, often rejecting norms and sometimes veering into rebellious extremes that can shock even their closest companions. Let's take a deeper look at the lesser-known and somewhat controversial aspects of the Aquarian personality. Aquarius is known for being emotionally detached, and this is where things get complicated. They are intellectual beings who often process emotions through logic, which can make them appear distant and even cold. What people don't often realize is that this aloofness isn't always intentional. Aquarians are just uncomfortable with overly emotional displays, and they tend to retreat into their heads when faced with intense emotions. The bizarre part, they deeply care for humanity at large, but can sometimes struggle to show empathy to individuals in their immediate circle. It's the love the world, but can't handle your problems paradox that drives people crazy about Aquarians. This disconnect can create issues in relationships. Aquarians are the ones who will listen to you rant about global warming for hours, but may seem disinterested when you're pouring your heart out about a personal matter. They care, but in a way that's intellectual rather than emotional, which can come off as indifferent or even cruel. Aquarians are often more interested in solving societal issues than dealing with the messy intricacies of human emotions. They are the ultimate thinkers, but can often fail as feelers, making them difficult to connect with on a deeply emotional level. Contrary to their reputation for open-mindedness and progressive thinking, Aquarians can actually be shockingly stubborn. Once an Aquarian sets their mind on something, whether it's an idea, a cause, or even a personal belief, good luck changing it. Their rebellious nature means they pride themselves on being different, often rejecting any idea that seems too conventional. But this also means they can dig their heels in when someone tries to convince them otherwise. It's not just that they enjoy marching to the beat of their own drum. They've thrown away the entire drum set and decided to make their own music. Thank you very much. This stubbornness can be both their greatest strength and their Achilles heel. Aquarians are not easily swayed by public opinion, which makes them trailblazers. However, this same trait can make them incredibly frustrating when they refuse to compromise or admit they're wrong. Their rebellious streak isn't just about standing up against authority. It's about defying any form of expectation, even if it sometimes leads them into unreasonable or unrealistic territories. Aquarians may champion change on a societal level, but remain fixed in their personal opinions and ideals, to the point of refusing to budge even when it's necessary for their own well-being. Aquarians are often referred to as visionaries, people who are ahead of their time. They're innovators, and they dream of a better world. However, this visionary mindset can sometimes cause them to become detached from reality. In their quest to envision utopia, they can lose sight of practical concerns. Aquarians tend to live in their heads, dreaming up big ideas and concepts, but they often lack the follow-through to bring those ideas to fruition. They might spend hours thinking about how to fix global systems, but forget to pay their bills or clean their house. Their big picture mentality can also make them seem out of touch with everyday life. They're often focused on abstract ideas or future possibilities, so they can miss what's right in front of them. This can lead to issues in their personal lives, as they may seem distant or uninterested in day-to-day matters. They're thinking about the future of humanity while you're asking them what they want for dinner, and you might not get an answer anytime soon. This constant focus on what could be can make them come across as aloof or, frankly, as though they're living in their own little world. So, how can Aquarius tap into their best qualities while softening some of their more challenging traits? Here are a few lucky charms and practices that can help this air sign stay grounded and more connected to the present. First, Aquarius should embrace the healing energy of amethyst. This crystal promotes spiritual growth and inner peace, helping Aquarius to align their visionary tendencies with emotional balance. It also encourages clarity of mind, which can help them find practical ways to bring their lofty ideas into reality. Aquamarine is another great charm for Aquarius, as it helps soothe their rebellious and erratic tendencies. This calming stone enhances communication and emotional understanding, something Aquarius can struggle with. It can help them feel more connected to the people around them, rather than constantly focusing on the collective at the expense of the individual. Additionally, Aquarius should incorporate grounding rituals into their daily life, like meditation or yoga. These practices can help balance their mental energy and bring them back to the present moment, allowing them to better handle emotional situations and everyday responsibilities. Taking regular walks in nature can also serve as a grounding practice, giving Aquarius the time and space to recharge their visionary batteries while staying connected to the earth. Dear Aquarius, your innovative spirit and future-forward thinking are truly your gifts to the world. But remember that you are living in the here and now. While it's wonderful to dream of changing the world, don't forget that the people around you need your attention too. Emotional connections are just as important as intellectual ones, and sometimes those closest to you need to feel seen, heard, and understood. Try to balance your big ideas with practical steps toward making them a reality. It's one thing to be the visionary, but true innovation comes from follow-through. Don't let your lofty ideals keep you from engaging with the world as it is today, even if it seems mundane in comparison to the futures you imagine. Lastly, be mindful of your stubbornness. While your refusal to conform is admirable, it's also important to know when to bend. Compromise doesn't mean losing your identity. It means understanding others and finding common ground. Sometimes, the best way to create change is by working with the system, not always against it. You, dear Aquarius, have the potential to change the world, but start with your own corner of it. Trust me, the revolution will still be waiting for you tomorrow.